Hello everyone, I'm Kavita from Red Door Yoga and thank you for joining me for On the Mat. Today, I wanted to talk to you about Pavana Muktasana, or wind relieving pose. So Pavana Muktasana, or wind relieving pose, is actually very effective in balancing what we call in yoga and Ayurveda, Vata. Now, some of you may or may not be familiar with that term Vata, and you may or may not be familiar with the term Ayurveda. But the short version of this is that Ayurveda is the science that's behind yoga. And according to Ayurveda, the entire universe is made up of three doshas, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, which themselves are made up of elements. So Vata dosha is made up of air and ether. And when that particular dosha builds up in the system, becomes a little imbalanced, it actually can cause a buildup of air in the colon. So wind relieving pose helps to remove that air. Yes, we are referring to flatulence here. It removes that air from the colon. But what it's actually doing is it's bringing Vata down. It's bringing the imbalanced effects of Vata down. Now, I will mention that if you have too much Vata in your system, not only will you notice things like flatulence, but you might also be noticing anxiety, difficulty with memory, and things like that. So in effect, what we find is that poses that actually reduce the Vata in the colon actually reduces these other effects as well. So Pavana Muktasana is very helpful for dealing with anxiety, is very helpful for dealing with constipation, is very helpful for dealing with difficulty with memory recall, all signs of high Vata. So with that in mind, we're going to head to the mat. So Pavana Muktasana is not a difficult pose. In fact, it's very simple. The most important thing to remember when you're performing Pavana Muktasana is to properly engage your core muscles. So when you're going into Pavana Muktasana, you really want to draw up from your inner arches, up into your inner thighs, up into your pelvic floor, and up inside of the body, pulling the below belly button in and up. Okay? So that's the first thing. Draw from the inner arches all the way up into the body. Keep that going as you draw your knees up towards you. And then wrap, like a girdle, wrap your abdominal muscles from the sides of the waist into the center. That's automatically going to start to pull your rib cage down. Breathe into your back and lift your head, neck, shoulder, and spine, wrapping the arms around the legs and draw the knees into the chest. Forehead towards the knees, chin towards the chest. While you're here, use your back muscles to draw your shoulder blades down towards your hips. And breathe through the sides of the ribs and out through the back. Inhale and release. Now, I did mention flatulence earlier. So it is not abnormal that if you have a buildup of Vata in your system that needs releasing, that you will pass wind. That's the point of Pavana Muktasana. So don't worry about it. It's natural, normal, and it just means that the pose is working. And that is Pavana Muktasana. Thank you for joining me, everyone. I hope you found this helpful. If you have questions or comments, please do put them in the comment section. And I look forward to seeing you again online very, very soon. Namaste. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, please share. If you've got questions or suggestions for future videos, put them in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe. Namaste.